Welcome to the final unit of Module 6. We have explored data sharing, governance models, and ethical principles. Now let's see how everything comes together in practice. By the end of this video, you will have a structured decision-making technique using DECIDE considerations to navigate ethical dilemmas regarding data sharing. Let's learn these tools through Aisha's journey. After months of analyzing tender data, Aisha is ready to present her findings and recommendations. But she faces two ethical challenges. Aisha's first hesitation is about transparency. Should she publish detailed tender values publicly, even knowing that if contractors see the government's budget ceiling, they will quote prices close to that limit instead of offering their best deal? Publishing this information could inflate bids, ultimately costing taxpayers more money. But then, Aisha knows transparency is a fundamental right. Yes, open tender data could inflate bids, but there are other ways to ensure competitive bids, like sealed bids. More importantly, citizens deserve to know how their money is spent. Without transparency, problems like Khodda's massive funding gap stay hidden forever. Aisha decides to share everything and recommend better procurement safeguards. Let's look at Aisha's second dilemma. Her analysis reveals that Khodda district has the lowest flood preparedness funding and the poorest infrastructure. Her data-driven recommendation is clear: reallocate funding from Kalahandi to Khodda for equity. The number supports this. Khodda is significantly underdeserved. But district collectors raise an ethical concern. Kalahandi faces the highest flood risk and the largest population. Cutting their funding could cost lives during the next monsoon. Now Aisha faces a genuine conflict. On the one hand, she wants to ensure equitable distribution of funds. Without reallocation, Khodda would always remain underdeveloped. On the other hand, not allocating additional funds to Kalahandi can result in loss of lives. Data-driven equity, that is uplifting the underserved, against ethical urgency, that is protecting those at greatest risk. What must Aisha recommend? She uses a 6-step decision-making process to help her make an informed decision. Step 1. Define stakeholders. Aisha identifies everyone affected: Khodda communities needing support, Kalahandi communities at flood risk, district official managing budgets, and contractors implementing projects. Step 2. Examine trade-offs. What's gained and lost with each choice? Reallocating helps Khodda but risks Kalahandi's preparedness. Maintaining current levels protect Kalahandi but perpetuates Khodda's gap. Step 3. Consider values. Aisha realized that both equity in distribution of funds and safety and security are critical values, and they are in conflict. Step 4. Involve affected voices. Aisha consults district collectors to understand the need of both the districts better. At this stage, Aisha discovers something important. Kalahandi needs funding for monsoon readiness, while Khodda needs infrastructure development on a different timeline. This insight leads to a third option: don't reallocate existing funds, but request additional or different contingency funding specifically for Khodda's infrastructure while maintaining Kalahandi's preparedness budget. This balances both equity and safety. Step 5. Document reasoning. Aisha writes a detailed justification explaining why both districts have valid needs, how the solution addresses both, and what sources could fund the additional allocation. Step 6. Evaluate outcomes. Aisha plans to review results after 1 year. Did Khodda's infrastructure improve without compromising Kalahandi's safety. Aisha's experience teaches us 3 lessons. First, ethical dilemmas rarely have perfect solutions. It's important to identify conflicting priorities and make informed choices by including all stakeholders. Second, structured decision-making technique can help make decisions that account for on-ground priorities and not just data insights. Taking time to define stakeholders, examine trade-offs, and consider values leads to better outcomes. Lastly, involving affected voices is essential. Aisha's breakthrough came from consulting district collectors who understood local contexts and timelines. The framework doesn't give easy answers, but it ensures decisions consider data, ethics, and human impact together. This is what responsible data practice looks like. Not just analyzing numbers, but understanding their implications for real communities. Congratulations! You have learned to understand data, collect it ethically, clean it properly, analyze it statistically, visualize it effectively, and govern it responsibly. You can now make data-driven decisions that balance technical rigor with ethical consideration. These skills empower you to use data for positive change in your communities and careers. You are now equipped to be not just a data analyst, but an ethical data practitioner.